Good morning. Just going to do a little bit of an update. Some of the items that I was waiting for to continue my UsbTerminal project arrived, and funny, they're now a little bit redundant. I was waiting to get some dip switches so I could have a little small on the board switch that I could pop them in and out of programming mode, and that's now not really needed with the Arduino IDE for 8266's, the UsbTerminal 8266 module now supports using the RST pin on a USB to serial converter to actually reboot the UsbTerminal 8266 modules into program mode and then reset them and reboot into run mode as if they were a regular Arduino board, which is pretty darn awesome. And it's usually when I order something, I can't help but add an extra Arduino module of some sort. And in this case, I actually just grabbed a different Pro Mini. I haven't actually used one of this type before. It seems to be a newer version that has the I2C pins inset a little bit next to the actual MCU. The giant crystal can is gone from this one. It's actually a much smaller one. If you see there, the little tiny crystal, I believe it is. I don't think it's a resonator. The whole thing is nice. In fact, it's less than the profile of the programming header pins. And I think the tallest thing is this little reset button there. So that's going to be interesting to use if I need to get that into a smaller smaller space that I ran into with my Pong project. And actually getting a little bit of daylight there. Maybe this thing will actually focus properly. One of the other things I quickly wanted to mention, but or clarify, was the UsbTerminal that I mentioned, or a terminal for Android, is actually the UsbTerminal for Android. And I had actually had some emails with the developer, Lior Haas, and was just to make sure that the enter key was working correctly and sending the proper characters. Now I'm sort of centering on this middle screen because this is the really cool one for Arduino users. It allows you to send character by character, or you can open up a little edit box and type in a whole line and then send the whole line. You can control whether it's getting the carriage return and line feed characters at the end of the send. And oop, I just lost focus for some reason. Maybe it'll come back. Yeah, retarget the autofocus, maybe that'll help. But it also gives the serial control pin modes as little buttons on the top corner and control characters in the top left. It's really awesome. It's so simple to just use your Android phone as your serial terminal, and actually in some cases it's like the display for what's going on inside your Arduino projects. As long as your phone has an on-the-go USB port, this is going to work for you. You simply plug your USB cable in, you plug your on-the-go cable or adapter in, and then you plug your Arduino into that, and the Android's going to recognize the Arduino device as just a serial device, and then in this terminal will actually register the device is connected, and you set your baud rate in the settings, and away you go. It's really that simple. I've actually even used it to pass G-code commands to my laser plotter directly through serial. Worked really darn good. In fact, it's actually almost smoother than plugging into a Windows computer. Of course, there's also an Arduino IDE available for Arduino phones and tablet, or for Arduino IDE available for Android devices that also support the on-the-go adapter / cables, and you can actually program or flash your Arduino directly from your Android device. The interesting thing about that, though, is I don't think it's the full-fledged IDE. I mean, I don't think you're going to be adding expansions and different board options. But for just a simple update to a very simple Arduino sketch, and then just upload it to, say, like a Nano or something that was doing a simple control job, this could be all you would need. Handy for when you're out and about, or in the field, or working on some of your stuff around the house. And for me, the terminal here is great because sometimes my computer's busy working on something and I just want to see what my little board is doing. And this, if you have serial set up to be outputting debug information or to control something, this is great. And of course, it's anything serial, so I mean, it doesn't just have to be Arduino. If you have other objects or other devices in your house that talk over serial, it's really darn handy. And essentially turns your cell phone into an output screen for your Arduino based board. So that's the update so far, and as soon as I can get my wife to film my phone connected to one of the boards so you can see it in action, I'll have that up. And as I get some of the other parts trickling in, I have the parts here to finish off the Pong project. I just have to decide physically how I'm going to do the little control knobs for it. And other than that, slowly moving through everything. And I should have some more videos up shortly. And again, thanks for watching.